Whether you like it or not, you will definitely see a question on arithmetic progression or geometric progression in your examination, and it's going to be a tricky one. But we are going to help you learn how to solve these questions very easy. Now look at this question. They ask you to find the sum of the arithmetic progression. Now this is a question in the section B of your examination, and it's going to come out whether you like it or not. In this question, you are given the first term, you're given the last term. You don't know the number of terms, we don't know the sum, and you are asked to look for the sum of the arithmetic progression. To some persons, questions like this can be pretty easy, but to some, they find it very, very difficult. The essence of this video is to help you see how to go about solving this question very, very easily. Now, if you are asked to find the sum of an arithmetic progression, two formulas should come to your head, because mathematics is all about formulas. Now the first formula that should come to your head is that the sum of our arithmetic progression is equal to what? N over 2 into bracket what? Into bracket A plus bracket N minus 1 close bracket what? The common difference. Now this is one of those formulas that should come to your memory. Another formula that should come to your memory is what? The sum of an arithmetic progression is N over 2 into bracket what? A plus the what? Plus the last what? Plus the last term. Now if you look at these two formulas very well, which do you think is the best to use? We have our first term. We can find our common difference. Of course, from the number of terms that are given, we can find our common difference. We don't know the number of terms. We know what our first term is. We can find the sum using this. Or better still, since you've been given your first term, you'll be given your last term, all you need to do is to find your value of n and then find the sum of the arithmetic progression. To me, the second formula might seem pretty easy, but the first task you have here is to find the number of terms for this progression. Now, how do we go about finding the number of terms? We've been given our first term to be what? To be 1. Note this. The first step to take if you want to solve any question is to know what is given. Know what you have, know what you are asked to look for. In that way, you can be able to what? To solve the question properly. Now, what do we have? We have our first term, we have our last term, which is what? 101. We can find our common difference, because the common difference of an arithmetic progression is the second term minus what? The second term minus the first term, or the what? The third term minus the what? The second term. And if we apply that, our common difference will either be what? 3 minus 1 or what? 5 minus what? 3, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 2. So our common difference is equal to 2. So how can we find the number of terms? Now the last term of an arithmetic progression is equal to a plus bracket n minus 1 times the common what? Difference. So the last term we've been given here, which is the nth term, is 101, equal to what? The first term is 1 plus bracket n is unknown, right? Then times what? Times 2. Simplifying this, we are going to have our 101 equal to 1 plus what? Plus 2n minus what? Minus 2. gradually we'll get that. Now this will come here, this will give us 101 equal to what? Equal to this minus this will give us what? This will give us what? Minus 1 plus what? Plus 2 what? N. If this comes here, this will give us 102 equal to what? 2n. And then we can now say our n is equal to 102 divided by what? 2, which is equal to what? This will give us 5 and this will give us 1. So our n will be equal to what? 51. Now, having gotten the value of n, the next thing we need to do is to use this other formula we say might be a bit easier for us. So the sum of this arithmetic progression is equal to what? 51 divided by 2 into bracket what? The first term 1 plus what? 101. Now 51 divided by 2 will give us what? We are going to have this to be what? 51 times what? 51 times what? 102 divided by what? By 2. That's okay by you. This here will give us 1, this here will give us 5, and this here will give us 1. So we are going to have our this to be equal to what? 51 times what? Times 51. So the sum of that arithmetic progression will be 51 times 51. What will 51 times 51 give you? That will give you what? That will give you 51. So if you multiply that accurately, this will give you what? This will give you 1, this will give you 5, this will give you what? This will give you 5, and this will give you what? 25. So if we add that accurately, we are going to have what? 2 what? 2, 6, 0 what? 1. And that will be the sum of the arithmetic progression. So you see, mathematics is all about formula. If I were you, what I'll do now is to go to arithmetic progression and write all the formulas, assimilate them, and make sure that I have them in my memory so that applying them can be pretty easy for me. Let's look at some other questions that can appear in your examination as you check our subsequent videos.